So I want to take you through how to build just a very simple hero section using the variable manager, and most of the variables that we do have now in Moreblocks version 2 and 2.5 upwards. So over here, let's click on add and click on the section. In the section, we are going to add a background color. So for background, I'm going to click on here. I do have some colors set up. I'm going to try and choose this very one. All right, so that is the color that I want. Back, let's click on add. And with this, I want to add a div. Inside the div, I want to go back and then add a few more things like a header, a normal text. And then I want to also add a button. And then from there, I want to select back my div, go into container for width. What I want to do is change this one into more of 100%. So as soon as you click on an input field, this is the width input field. Intelligently, Moreblocks, the overlay determines that, okay, this is for a width. So it shows you container width, and then also has this car width if you want to use it. So for container width, I want to do 100%. So I'm going to click 100%. All right, so from here, what we can do is we can start adding some of the things that we want to add. And I am going to copy some text and use over here. So that, and then for the subtext, I'm going to copy something here, and then I'm going to paste it right there. And then for this one, I'm also going to copy a text, come back and then paste it over here. All right, I'm going to select back my div, go into layout, choose vertical, center it, and then with gap, I'm going to click on gap. Intelligently, you can see that now we have space and size. So now you do see that the overlay is now learning a few more things about the input field. So as it keeps growing, it will be able to identify most of the input fields that are available in Breakdance and show you the right values that you do need to use. All right, so for the gap, I am going to do 2 rem, which is perfect. All right, so after doing that, what I want to work on is probably these things. I'm going to select this, click on the styling. In here, I want to click on font size. So font size, you can see font size is now showing. We can go all the way down and pick something more like this. All right, it's not probably the best. Let's try that. That's too much. I think I'm going to just leave it as this. All right, which is good. Or if you want, we can just leave it at H1. Okay, and then for height, for weight, I'm going to choose 300, maybe not the best. Okay, 400 is good. All right, for this, we are not going to touch it. I think it's good. Going back into our hero text, I want to change the color too. I'm going to click on here. If you want to use the colors that comes with Breakdance, you can choose anything from here. But if you have your own colors added like this, you can also use them. So I'm going to use my color mint by clicking on that. I think the color is good. It's a perfect color. We can try this too. All right, I think this is better. All right, I'm going to remove this. I'm going to click back on here too. Go into styling, go into typography, click on color. I'm going to see all the colors first, and then I'm going to choose probably the second one. Bad idea. I think this is better. All right, let's go into our button. And over here, I'm going to show you something interesting. Click on the styling, go into button. Let's do custom, right? Because we didn't set up any button yet. For background color, the issue with the pop-up is that anytime you interact with anything else, it is going to close. So the best way around this is to make sure you use the shortcut. And if you don't remember, the overlays, they come with shortcut. So any of these things that you do see like BC-13, you can call them. So let's say we have background here and we want to use, let's use this one, right? Or maybe let's use this. Yes, maybe let's do CM4. So let's type in CM-4 and then click on enter. You can see that. Let's do an outline. And then for outline, we want to make sure that it is round. Okay. And then we're going to go back into color. And then for the color, we are going to use CM-2. All right, for the outline. And then for the text, let's go into text. So let's go into text in here. Maybe I want to use the normal color that we do have here, but none of these colors are good. All right, let's go back here and do CM-2. Ugh, that's worse off. All right, maybe let's use a white color. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just use a white color for that. All right, so that is that. The next thing I want to do is selecting back on our section. I'm going to add a list. So that's a list. And then in our list, I'm going to go into layout, make this horizontal, clicking back in our section, to make sure that this is centered. And then in the gap, I'm going to click on here. So it is our gap. Since we used 2 rems for this one, I'm going to use 4 rems for the main section. So 4 rems. And then after that, I want to add an image. So add your image, click on choose. I want to choose the red one. Okay. And then let's style this a bit. Let's go into styling, go into image. For width, I'm going to click here and then give it a width of 100%. Or we can try and do something like 100% minus 50 pixels. So let's click on that. Okay. So this is good. And we can then interact with like height. You can see that height base is now showing. And then with this, let's do something like 500. Okay, let's go into aspect ratio. No aspect ratio per se. Let's go into object and do cover. I think that is good. All right, we can go into border. And from here, let's click on here. Now we do have border radius. So for the border radius, what I want to do is I want to try 15 pixels. Perfect. And then we can go into the width. So we have border width. Let's do 4 pixels. Okay. But the issue with border width is that it does not take common, like it does not take custom. So there's nothing to do here apart from making sure that you input the value yourself. There's nothing else to do. I tried it. You can't do anything. So you might have to talk to Lewis about that. Okay. Maybe not that color per se. Let's try this. Maybe no color at all. All right. I think this is perfect. Okay, and I think that is good, and we can close this. So we can save it, go into our breakpoint, and then see what we have done. This is not good. We don't want it to break down like this. Not bad, but the one that we do see over there was not a perfect one. But I want to style this a bit more. Okay, so with this, we have width. We don't have to do anything with that. Text and then nothing too much. We can try and do space in between, right? So you can see that sizing, spacing, size, perfect. Let's try and do, let's say 1.5 rem. Okay, this also doesn't take custom. So you can't actually do anything. So you have to put like a normal text. Okay, let's try and work with some colors, right? So over here, we do have color for the icon. We can give it a custom color of this. All right. And then we can say, okay, let's add some background. Let's make our background radius. Let's click on here. See, we have border radius. Let's make it 100%. Perfect. This one takes custom, so which is really good. If you want to also work like padding, you can also do padding. 0.5 rems. This doesn't take custom, so bad idea. Don't do that. The next thing I want to do is fill, right? Let's say fill. Let's give it a fill of this. All right, I think this is perfect. And then we can go into typography. So for typography, what we want to do is give it also this color. Perfect. Okay, so let's push this to the side. We can also close it and then we can save it. When we come back here, the problem is that we are bringing this down. So we can just push it this way. And then we go and we can do this too. All right, but one more thing that you can also do it is that when you are in the heading, you can go into styling, go into size, and you can pick a size here. So you have a lot of things here. You can try 720, which is not bad. Yeah, 9. Okay, so this is perfect. All right, this size is better. And then we can just try and see how it looks on like landscape, blah, 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 you know. Perfect. All right, so we've built out a hero section using Moreblocks and Breakdance, and specifically we've utilized the variables that come automatically with the variable manager. So using them, it can make your workflow much more easier, straight to the point. If you need something that is more centralized, using variables, CSS variables are one of the ways to do that. So if you're looking for a CSS variables to use in your Breakdance website, Moreblocks has got you. And you can find the links to Moreblocks down below. You can try out the free version too. Thank you for watching.